weird things before the video this morning, and I'm like trying to understand why she said a word that's not even a word.
Because it's pretty funny at our house, so it did make you laugh.
It made me make frowny face. Like, what? What's wrong with you? It's too early for weird words.
I can't help it.
You're hilarious. Okay, so... Oh,
Good morning.
Awake. Yeah, we're awake. Good morning. So we have a really fun video for you guys this morning. We're going to talk about a couple more amazing deals on our semi-annual clearance sale. We're going to give we're not going to give away. We're going to talk about our grand prize. We're going to give away a daily prize. See, I'm caught up now. We'll talk about what we're wearing, classes if we have time, the whole shebang. Good morning, good morning. So we'll start off with talking about our grand prize, which is 4 skeins of the lovely Linen Whisper in the colors Fawn and Moss, 2 of each. It is 100% linen, DK weight yarn, 137 yards per skein. Then we have... No, I didn't get them all. Yeah, I think I got them. Yep. All right, we have 3 patterns to pair with the yarn. Our SIlverpoint cowl with the beautiful elongated stitch cable that kind of looks like one of those wedding ring quilts. Then we have a fun stripey one, the Sportay cowl. This one is just knits and purls, and all you're doing is changing the number of rows that you do for each stripe to give it this really fun blended effect. And then last we have the Fishnets cowl, which is the beautiful mesh lace cowl. Lots of yarn over knit 2 togethers. You basically go till you're almost out of yarn on this one. Do your border and call it a day. So you could easily do 2 smaller cowls, 1 big one, lots and lots of options on what you can do with the included yarn. Then we have a set of the wool dryer balls. There are 4 of them in this cute little pouch. I use 6 for my laundry. Danielle uses 8 for hers, but the more, within reason, the more you use, the faster your laundry will dry. You'll never buy a chemical-filled dryer sheet ever again. If you want it to smell good, just put some essential oils on the dryer balls. Like, I don't do them right before I'm doing the laundry. I'll put them on, like, after I finish a load so that the next time, that way it's dried out a little bit so that there's no potential for oil transfer, just in case. And then a set of 144 locking stitch markers in a whole rainbow of colors, so that way you can afford to step on a few, lose a few. Wonder how many projects that maybe they're all in, because there's no way I've lost this many.
Don't forget, yep.
Nope, it's coming.
Okay.
And then we have the Less People, More Dogs socks with that really fun design. They're nice, tall, what do you call these, crew socks? Or are crew socks the short ones?
Those are socks.
They're socks. We don't know.
They're between ankle and knee socks. They're like mid-calf.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call them.
They don't give me a hint on the label. They just say socks, more dogs.
Hi, Sandy. It is cool outside. I walked out this morning to leave, and I'm like, oh, I got to go back and open up the house.
Yeah, it's really nice right now.
And Kathy says crew socks.
Oh, yay, I got it right. Thank you, Kathy. And then all of the prize goodies will be included in this beautiful tote bag, generously gifted to us by the ladies at Dream in Color, with our logo on the back. Melanie.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's the socks. There. Okay, so how you get entered into the grand prize drawing is every time you make a purchase during the month of July, you're going to get one entry. It is cumulative, so the more times you purchase, the more entries you get. It includes purchases made here in person. It includes purchases made online at NitiqueYarns.com, and even the ones over the phone with us. Basically, every time you check out is an entry. And then coming up next week on Tuesday, August 1st, I will draw to see who the lucky winner is. And yes, it includes purchases of clearance yarn. Okay, so then we have a super fabulous daily prize that I'm like, wait, are you sure we can't win these?
Right?
Because I love this yarn. This is a no longer around yarn, concept by Katya's Belvedere, which is a gorgeous sparkly gradient of viscose, polyester, and polyamide. This one is like teals and charcoal gray to almost black. And one skein ball, whatever you want to call this shape, will easily do the small, medium, and maybe just a little bit shorter of a scarf, because you have plenty of yardage, so you can go for broke, because there's about 540 yards on this one. This is a really fun pattern. Instead of a cable, that is actually a pleat, which is like doing a 3-needle bind-off without the bind-off.
Ooh, it's a good way to learn to do a 3-needle bind-off.
Right? Like, just do half of the step. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to do the binding off part. You can learn that part later. One thing at a time.
Yep.
So, how you get entered into our daily drawings is by interacting with our videos. Reactions get you an entry per reaction. If you're on a phone, you can go much faster than this, but the computer is picky. Then if you comment on the video, you can get 5 entries per comment. I guess I get no recommendations this morning. So we'll just say good morning. And then if you share the video to your friends, to your stories, wherever you share, all you have to do is come back to that day's video and comment shared to and where. And you're going to get 11 entries per share. So the more you interact with our videos, the more entries you get, and then we come over to our handy dandy comment picker. This will be based off of yesterday's video interactions. And we click the magic button to see who our lucky winner is.
Sharon Peterson, congratulations. Sorry, I don't know if you're local or not. If you are, next time you come in the boutique, let us know you have a prize, and we will get it from the cabinet. If you're not local, next time you make a purchase, let us know in the notes you have a prize, and we will include it in your pretty pink package. And don't forget, every purchase also gets you an entry into a chance to win these 2 beautiful skeins from Art Yarns that Danielle is giving away on her birthday, the 28th.
Today's the last day to get entries.
Is it the what?
It's the 27th already.
What?
Yep.
I lost a week.
Yep.
Sorry, folks. Brain short there. So today is your last day. You have until what, midnight tonight? 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
11:59.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of emojis.
See, they can do it like crazy, but me? No emojis for you.
They were in the comment. But yeah, I've seen a lot of them just go zip, 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 zip right by. So those of you on phones can do it. I want to know, is anybody else on their computer able to do a million clicky clicks on the emojis? Anna's laughing at me. My hand is going clicky click.
And she said clicky click.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Facebook, but
It's Facebook.
maybe it's because we're logged in as a business account and it won't. I don't know.
Or it doesn't like me anymore.
Who knows?
I'm just rolling with it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Your computer never allowed you to? No fun. Mine used to let me do a whole bunch, and I mean, just like it did up here, but we're both logged in the same, so who knows?
It did us too. It's just, I don't know, they got new rules.
Yep.
Oh, her comment came in at the same time I clicked pin, so it pinned the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, that shouldn't be pinned.
Facebook needs to be in timeout. I agree.
Pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, from our clearance sale, one of the giftable items, the useful items, which are these really cute magnetic list pads or notepads. I just linked it, search magnetic on NitiqueYarns.com, and you can find both styles of these easily. So this is the one with the cute little sayings at the top. So it says, kindness, equal parts, free, and priceless. They are lined, which makes it nice and easy. Well, some of them are lined. This one's lined. So it makes it nice and easy to make notes. You can use this for your knitting projects. You can use this as your actual like to-do list, grocery list, etc. But I really like that it has a little magnet on the back so you can put it on the fridge. Or if you're using it for knitting, any of your metal markers will hang out with your magnet. So you can kind of just flip this to the back, grab a marker, flip it back over, make a note. Oh, good. I like it. Then you've got the do your thing, follow your path with this beautiful, colorful flower design.
How fun would that be as a diamond painting?
Right?
I have diamond painting on the brain again.
You gotta finish my flowers first. Yep. Then one that you could gift to your mama or yourself if you are the mama. A mom's love has superpowers. And that applies to people who are stepmoms, volunteer moms, adopted moms,
fur baby moms,
all the moms. Your love is amazing.
Ooh, I know who I need to send one of those to.
Right?
Yeah.
I know I need to send one of these to someone too. And then I love that you're my grandma. I feel like we need to buy one of these and hand it to Everly and be like, give this to your meme.
Yes.
Don't be watching, boss lady. Surprise!
Yeah.
Kind of a good little reminder. Protect your peace because you are so worth it.
There we go.
It's in like a little terrarium of flowers. Then if you need a bigger notepad because you write a lot, we have the also magnetic, but a bigger magnet because it's a bigger pad, of the pet themed ones. So this one has flowers at the top, a little, I think, French bulldog sitting in the chair. Should ask Karen since, you know, she has one.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, does that look like your baby, Karen? It's not a pug.
No.
It's not colored right to be a pug. I think it's a Frenchie.
I think so.
Then we have a kitty cat one with a little tabby cat. Of course, with its pillow and its own plants to chew on. We have a Dalmatian, which is kind of funny because this one has like leopard print at the top.
Oh, yeah.
So it still has spots, but it's the wrong kind of spots.
That's a different Karen Dog notepad.
Right? Karen H, not Karen O.
Blair. Sorry, folks. There we go.
And then we got another kitty cat one. This one's a white kitty, very pampered, on its pillow with its own plants to chew on, as is appropriate for a kitty cat.
There's some decoration at the top.
Yeah, it's like little mosaic tiles. They all have some level of gold foil on the trim parts at the top. And all 4 of the pet ones are lined. Oh, Kathy said it's a crochet mosaic pillow for that one.
That's funny.
Yeah, if I crocheted a mosaic pillow, it would belong to the cat. That's the reality of that situation. everything in my house belongs to the cat. Let's just be clear. All right, now if you're in need of new yarn but on a budget, then I've got an option for you. As Susan knocks the shelf over.
I didn't knock it over. I just bumped it.
So we have some of the fabulous LL yarn worsted. This is a 100% superwash merino wool, 225 yards per skein. It's about 4.5 stitches to the inch, so that's 18 stitches in 4 inches. So pretty much a true worsted, although you could definitely knit it on like some Aran weight patterns, no problem, because Aran is just fluffy worsted.
And this one is light and fluffy.
Yeah, it has a little bit, like if I can get a ply out, you can kind of see it's a little bit springy in how they plied it, so it gives it some good squishy factor.
I've made 2 sweaters out of this one.
I've made 1.
2 3/4. I just have a sleeve to go on one of them. Sleeve in the front.
Yeah, you should probably finish that.
Probably.
So this is the gorgeous color Loganberry, which is kind of almost Danielle's beet pink, a little bit more of a raspberry pink, and then a touch of violet.
I'm going to catch the pinned comment before it disappears on you because you could change it.
I swear I pinned it.
It didn't take, which happens.
I don't like being link ninja. I'm apparently not good at it.
I saw it go by. I didn't see the pin change, so maybe I missed it.
No, it didn't change.
Okay.
It's computers. They're not nice to us. If you like softer pinks, we have this beautiful dusty rose that's kind of a blush pink, a mauve, a little lavender.
I love that one.
And on this yarn, unless you were to do something multicolored, we really don't have sweater quantity left. So I linked lots of fun things this morning that are 1 to 3 skeins. I think I'm starting off with the biggest one, which is this gorgeous Cane Bay wrap. I can just see this one being turned into like the convertible wrap with the buttons on the shoulder.
Definitely.
It's just this really pretty rippling lace pattern. You can kind of see it's knit fairly loose, so you know it's going to be a fast knit. 13 stitches in 4 inches on a 10.5 needle.
Nice.
You only need 2 skeins.
Wow.
I can really see putting like buttons right here and making it into the convertible poncho wrap idea. So that's the Cane Bay wrap. Then we have a quick cowl, the No Winter Blues cowl. There is a scarf version also, I believe, or an infinity cowl, but it's just slip stitches. Let's see, one of these pictures had better detail. This one. This looks like that, purl 2 together, knit 2 together in the same stitch. There's some ribbing.
Really like that. That's pretty.
Little garter stitch on top and bottom. Here's an infinity cowl version. But so really 1, because I just wouldn't make it as wide as the 260 takes. 1 to 2 skeins on size 10 needles.
Nice.
Another super fast knit because we like super fast knits. All right, one more and then I'll show you guys some more colors. Springtime Bandit by Kate Gagnon Osborne. I love her patterns. I don't know how I've never seen this one before. But it's got this beautiful, like, leafy lace detail on the edge, all throughout the body. You can kind of see, it's a pretty good sized little shawl, but you can see the detail in how the shaping changes right about here. Like this gets more chevron-y, and then the body is more leafy.
That's really pretty. I like that edging a lot.
2 skeins. And the pattern is free. I really like when free is an option.
More yarn money.
More money for yarn.
And you can still support the designer by posting your project.
Yes, because that really helps designers be considered a good designer, is that people see their stuff made and they see that, well, 1,000 people have made it, so it must not be hard. Then we have a gorgeous red called Ruby. It's got the brighter, more crimson reds down to the darker, more burgundy reds. So you're really getting that like shimmer like a ruby would have with the highs and lows. Now these little tails that you're seeing are just the ties on the yarn, so don't worry, there's not a knot in the actual yarn. I'm going to scoot these up so I have more room to turn them sideways down here. Then we have this gorgeous golden hour, which is kind of a bronze gold with like olive and khaki shadows. I really love these like high-low colorways that they have because it adds a lot of depth to the palette. This one would be perfect for somebody who just wants a little bit of a therapy knit. It's alternating sections of seed stitch and garter stitch. Seed stitch and garter stitch. They designed it based off of a scarf from the movie Emma. But this one takes 3 skeins as written, but you can tell it's kind of a wide scarf, so you could cast on half the number and easily just do like a 2 skein one.
That would make a fun blanket too.
Right?
Can't believe I just said that, but yeah.
And also a free pattern. Then we have this Hollenhorst scarf. I'm sure I butchered that name, but I really like this stitch. It's like that tilted blocks. But it's just a little lace and garter stitch, and I'm pretty sure it's just the yarn over knit 2 togethers or the SSK yarn overs that make it wobble back and forth like that. And you can kind of see in a busy color, it's like, oh, I can't really see the details of the blocks. So in the more subtle palettes of the LL Worsted, it's going to show much more like this one. Here's a purple one. And that one, 1 to 2 skeins, depending on how long you wanted to make the scarf. And it's another free pattern.
You're on a roll today.
I am, right?
That's
this
fun.
Gillis scarf by Stephen West is a really fun one for people who want to do a little lace but don't want to knit it on size 4 to 6 needles, make it a little faster. It has this beautiful, like, symmetric diagonal lace pattern down the middle, the diamond border, but look at the cool shape of it.
Oh, that will sit really nice at your shoulders.
Right? Like, look how pretty it wraps around. And that one is originally a DK weight pattern, but it's 16 stitches and 4 inches, which is perfect for worsted. You would need 3 skeins for this one. All right.
Wait, there's more.
I know, right? Then we have this gorgeous green called Green Speckle. It's kind of got almost like a silver background and then all these kind of heavy speckles of turquoise and sage and jade. A little bit of that like muted dusty teal color. So that's a good spot with all the turquoise splashes right there. So Green Speckle has lots of gorgeous shades in that one. Then we'll go with a pretty deep kind of gray blue called Faded Denim.
gonna say it's denim blue.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of that more navy, a little bit more of the dusty blue, the powder blue.
I don't want to zoom in because it's gonna really distort the color.
It's like a gray blue. That's what I'm gonna.
It's all the stages of faded denim. Pretty awesome,
right? It's like as if you were to take a picture of your jeans every time you wash them, lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay. See, I'm on a roll with the free patterns, and I swear I didn't have it filtered that way. But this 198 yards of heaven means it's a one skein wonder. But look at this cute little lace kerchief.
Pretty.
So if you want to knit lace, again, if you want to knit lace but fast, this is a great project and a great one for learning to get the hang of working a pattern where you're going to have the increased shaping for the shawl itself and the design. So it's going to help you learn to keep track of what you're doing. Unblocked. Like you can tell that one's not been blocked yet. So that's a one skein wonder. Then we have a really pretty hat that would also be a one skein wonder. Little cables, although I really want to make this one go opposite so that they
and go in. Yeah.
Which that's easy. If this one is, let's see, that would be a C4F. You make this a C4B for back. That's it. You just hold the cable needle in back on one and front on the other. But I think alternating them would make this really pretty because it would make it symmetric. And then I like this little like stair step block in between, seed stitch in between, so it's like you never get bored.
Not a chance.
This is the project that you do not try to watch TV with your significant other who's going to talk to you project. Nope, nope, nope.
Ooh,
okay,
cute.
This black cherry lambic is really cute. There's a scarf version or a cowl version. What drew me in was the cowl. Actually, what drew me in was this person's project because they displayed it really pretty to where you can really see all the details. That it's got this beautiful lace design and then ribbing with a cable, and you can kind of see this is 1x1 ribbing, and then this is like 3, maybe 3, 2, 3, 3. So the cable pattern shifts into these wider ribs that make them look like little candelabras. So their project drew me in on this one, but it is 2 skeins for the cowl, 5 if you want to do the big wrap. So it's like there's an in-between because there's a scarf too. So 2, that would be 3 and 3. Actually, she's got a typo up above because that's only 600 yards. All right, let's show you guys a couple more colors and then a few more projects down the rabbit hole, and we'll call it a day. Well, for the video. We won't call it a day for the day. Then we have this beautiful colorway called Cobalt. This is, to me, a light cobalt, not like Danielle's bedtime blue cobalt. This is a little more like Loppies, where it's a little bit lighter, but still that kind of rich palette of primary blues versus like the navy blues. And then last but not least, the color that goes with everything, meringue, like lemon meringue pie. So that beautiful natural creamy white. So if you're doing anything multicolor, it obviously could go with anybody.
Oh, perfect pairing.
I think we have the most left of that color, so if you were wanting to do like one of the bigger shawls or wraps, that would be the color to go for. At least that was the case before we started the video.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys have been up to in the background, because when I'm doing this, I close out of that tab so I can't see. So this is the 75-yard Malabrigo fingerless mitts. You can definitely make them longer because these are kind of just the little like cuff-sized mitts. This is the picture that got me this morning. So they made theirs a little bit longer on the wrists so that it tucks up under your sleeves. But just a really quick knit that's only going to take like half a skein.
Oh, they did garter
on theirs. Yeah, they
on
switched to garter on. They did garter on theirs, which that's easy. Knit around, purl around instead of knit 2, purl 2. And they made theirs a little bit longer on the cuffs, which is what I really like. But it only takes 75 yards, so that's about half a skein to make a pair of gloves this size. Okay, I really like this hat. The little
cute.
Douglas fir. It looks like a little tree.
It does.
Like, it makes me want to put a star button right there.
That's funny.
Like, knit it in the beautiful green speckle and put a star button right there.
Yep. Christmas time, you could add some bells.
Right? Ooh.
That'd be
Belle
fun.
instead of a pom-pom.
Oh, I was thinking bells on the tree, like ornaments.
Oh, yeah, that too.
But yeah, on the pom-pom, that'd be cute.
But this one is going to be like 1 skein, except for maybe the bigger size, I bet, takes the actual 250. Then a cute one for the littles, this Baltic baby sweater by Lisa Kimmery. What I really like on this one, besides the little shoulder button detail, is this little detail on the bottom where she's got like a little tab, so it looks like it's folding up the rolled hem, so it makes the rolled hem look on purpose. And then it would also allow you to kind of unroll that a little bit, like unhook that and unroll that a little bit as they get taller, because we all know they get taller faster than they get bigger around. Here's a blue and a pink one. And their little models. I like the matching hat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's a good detail of the little button tabs on the sleeves and the hem. Kind of force it to roll up a little bit more until they get bigger.
Cute.
And that one is 1 to 2 skeins for 3 months to a 24 month. All right, one more. I saved my favorite for last. This Far Away So Close is that never get bored kind of pattern. You've got texture, you've got eyelets, you've got rippling drop stitches, and then you're just alternating between those 3 patterns. You can put a different color border on the bottom if you want, or not. I like this person made it roughly by doing some extra increasing before they did their border. You can see it looks good in really colorful. It looks good in more solid. And this one is 2 to 3 skeins. Ooh, look, this person did like different colors.
It's so busy, but it works.
Yeah, like it still works. It's just crazy because that shouldn't work. But size 10 needles, 16 stitches and 4 inches. That one is another super fast knit.
I could see that in Noro.
Oh yeah, that'd be great in Noro too.
With the solid Malvinus on the border. That'd be gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Well, Shelly said we need a lemon color so that we could make a lemon meringue shawl.
That's funny.
I'm sure there's some yellow worsted weight around here somewhere we could pair with that. Make that happen. Maybe double strand DK if it's in like Cosette or something.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to double stranding. Double stranding is easy.
Yep.
All right. So let's go ahead and talk about upcoming classes real quick. There's somebody at the door just like holding their hand in the window, and I'm like, what are you doing?
We're not ready to open yet.
I think it was a kid.
Oh.
They were probably playing with their reflection on the glass or something.
Yeah.
All right, so coming up on Friday, July 29th. Oh, no, that's wrong. 28th. Typo. Tomorrow, we have the Stop Short Crochet Cowl, which is 3 colors of worsted weight yarn. Today's yarn would work for that. You would have enough to make 2 out of your 3 colors.
Nice.
But a really fun method of not truly having to do short rows to get the look of short rows with the wavy, taller and smaller sections. It's really just changing up your stitches. Then on Friday, August 4th, we have the Defying Physics Cowl class. This one is also worsted weight yarn. Another one skein of today's yarn would work project. This one is...
It's so pretty.
Right?
I'm picturing it like, oh,
right?
I have to do another one.
This one has a row of all decrease and then a row of all increase with the increases down the middle for the cowboy cowl shaping. So we're going to teach you all of those methods to make this gorgeous accessory. Then on Tuesday, August 8th, we have the basic broomstick crochet cowl. This one is done in DK weight yarn in 2 colors. You don't have to do it in 2 colors. I really wanted to use this beaded silk and sequins because I had an extra skein of it.
Was that hard to crochet with?
No.
Nice.
This paillettes on, which are the sequins, on beaded silk and sequins are small enough that as long as you're not crocheting something bulletproof, which you shouldn't be doing anyways, they slide right through like they're not even there. So very easy to do if you want to do it with beaded silk and sequins, but it's a really fun cowl to learn how to do using the not so secret third loop of the half double crochet, as well as how to do the broomstick technique. Then on Friday, August 11th, we have this in a twist crochet washcloth. This one uses 2 different colors of a worsted weight cotton, or you could do a blanket out of the yarn today and just keep going. Because this is really a design where you can just keep going and going and going until it's as big of a square as you want. And voila, you're good to go. So then on Saturday, August 12th is the Binding Off 3 Ways class. We're going to teach you the sewn/Kitchener bind off technique. That would be something you would use for like closing the toe of a sock, joining shoulders together on some sweaters, anything where you want a seamless join where it just looks like the fabric interlocks and continues like it never stopped. Then we'll teach the Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off, which it really is super stretchy.
It's awesome.
I did it on the Comfort Fade cardigan around the collar, and it's perfect for that because it makes your shawl collar actually lay nicely and not try to flip up because your bind off's too tight. And then last but not least, we'll teach the Pico bind off, which is one that always intimidates people because it's a lot of cast on and bind off, cast on and bind off. And it's like, wait, what am I doing? So we will teach you all 3 of those in that class. So then we'll just move on to the what are we wearing segment of the video. I'm wearing kind of an oldie but a goodie, and I literally put a scarf cuff around the tie in the back just to help it stay, because as you can see, as soon as I took the scarf cuff off, my knot came right out, because I only had 300 yards of yarn, so I didn't get to make it very big, but this is the Elise shawl, so it's kind of more shawlette or kerchief in this size, but one that's very easy to keep going on. It's just this beautiful, like, kind of crown-shaped shell pattern with a little picot border at the end. We're just repeating that pattern through the whole thing. It just gets more of them as you go. So it's 1, 2, it's like a 2-row repeat.
Nice.
I think that's it. I think it's just a 2-row repeat.
I really need to do some more crochet because that is so pretty.
Right? So if you only have 300 yards, you just make the Elise shawl a little baby guy and kind of tie it in the back, and then I actually put this around it so that it stays, because this won't stay for much longer than the end of the video. And then last but not least, what Susan is wearing. There's Sam Lamb. He's not wearing anything. He's got a bow in his hair, though.
I don't remember the name. I gave it to you. It is LYS Diamond Triangle. And I'm sorry we don't have this color anymore. But there's some good art yarns on clearance that'd be stunning.
And we have a moderately similar one that's a 7 series that would be even prettier, in my opinion.
This is probably, what, 5 years ago?
Probably.
Oh,
I've lost count.
It's quite a while ago, but I'll put the link in the collective and y'all can check the date if you want. Just not complicated lace, just yarn over, knit two together, slip, slip, knit. Maybe a center double decrease right there. And
It looks like there might be one in the middle.
This is just reverse stockinette and the beaded silken sequins.
And because beaded silken sequins has some good weight to it, you can kind of see it doesn't get crazy roly-poly on the edge. It's one of the few times you can get away with stockinette at the edge of your project. All right, you guys, I think that's going to be it. We'll look to see what you guys have ordered this morning, get those pulled, get some orders packed up to go out with the mailman, and we'll be open from 11 to 5 today. So we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Have an amazing day.